Tonight, 5 fired Memphis police officers charged with murder in the death of Tyre Nichols. The DA announcing all 5 ex-officers are charged with second-degree murder, aggravated assault, and several other counts. Nichols, a 29-year-old black man, died days after he was pulled over and violently arrested. The reaction from his family, and when will the public see the video?
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Tonight, the city of Memphis, Tennessee, nervously awaits tomorrow's expected release of video that officials say will underscore why they have moved to charge 5 former Memphis police officers with murder. They're accused of being part of a violent confrontation earlier this month that led to 29-year-old Tyre Nichols being severely injured. It happened after a traffic stop. He died from his injuries a few days later. The Shelby County DA saying the actions of all of them resulted in Tyre Nichols' death. The 5 black defendants each face multiple charges, including second-degree murder. Officials say they expect videos of the encounter to be released publicly by the city tomorrow evening. Tonight, President Biden acknowledging tensions in advance of the tape's release in a statement saying tonight that outrage is understandable, but violence is never acceptable. Priscilla Thompson leads us off tonight from Memphis with more.
Tonight, 5 former Memphis police officers have been charged with second-degree murder in the deadly arrest of 29-year-old Tyre Nichols.
While each of the 5 individuals played a different role in the incident in question, the actions of all of them resulted in the death of Tyre Nichols, and they are all responsible.
All 5 officers also charged with aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, and official misconduct charges.
What happened here does not at all reflect proper policing. This was wrong. This was criminal.
The announcement comes amid rising tension ahead of tomorrow's release of video from the deadly traffic stop.
He was a human piñata for those police officers. It was an unadulterated, unabashed, nonstop beating of this young boy for 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
Tyre's mother, heartbroken. Her son was a dad and loved to skateboard.
You all had an opportunity to view this video.
I watched about a minute of it, but I couldn't. Once I heard my son say, "What did I do?" I lost it, and I couldn't.
Police say they stopped Nichols for reckless driving on January 7th and that 2 confrontations ensued, after which Nichols complained of shortness of breath. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition and died 3 days later.
We're better than this. We're better than the egregious conduct and actions of those police officers.
Less than a week after the incident, all 5 officers were fired after an internal investigation found they violated multiple department policies, including excessive use of force, duty to intervene, and duty to render aid. The attorneys representing 2 of the officers saying their clients plan on pleading not guilty.
No one out there that night intended for Tyre Nichols to die. No one.
2 Memphis Fire Department personnel who helped care for Nichols have also been relieved of duty, pending an investigation, the department says. The Shelby County District Attorney's Office, the FBI, and Department of Justice are all now investigating.
So, Priscilla, how is the city preparing for the release of this video?
Well, Lester, we've seen a heightened police presence here as officials continue to call for calm. Meanwhile, the family of Tyre Nichols says they are hopeful these officers will be held accountable. Lester?
Priscilla Thompson, thank you. Let's bring in our senior legal correspondent, Laura Jarrett. Laura, what will prosecutors need to prove to get a second-degree murder conviction?
So, Lester, the law is actually pretty clear here. Prosecutors don't have to show that these officers intended to kill Nichols, but the state does have to prove that the officers knew that their behavior was likely to cause his death and possibly should have intervened to stop a fellow officer from hurting Nichols. Now, usually these types of cases are hard to win. Officers typically claim that they acted reasonably, and juries tend to give them the benefit of the doubt. But in this case, as in so many others, much will come down to what we see in that video tomorrow and the jury's reaction to it, Lester.
Okay, Laura, thank you.